Success is not about talent. It is not about luck. It is not even about opportunity. Success is about how much pain you are willing to endure without changing your goal. Most people underestimate how powerful the human mind truly is. They believe their limits are real. They believe when they feel tired, they are finished. They believe when something feels uncomfortable, it means stop. But David Goggins built his entire life proving that those beliefs are lies. He understood that the brain is wired for survival, not greatness. The brain wants safety, it wants comfort, it wants routine. And the moment you step outside of that comfort zone, it sends signals of fear, doubt, and fatigue. The average person obeys those signals. The uncommon person questions them. Goggins questioned everything his mind told him. When he was overweight and struggling, he could have accepted that identity. Society would have accepted it too. But he refused to let his current condition define his future potential. He looked in the mirror and told himself the truth. Brutal, uncomfortable, honest truth. He was not living up to his capability, and that honesty hurt. But growth always starts with painful awareness. Instead of hiding from it, he leaned into it. He decided that suffering would no longer be something to avoid. It would be something to chase, because he realized that on the other side of suffering is transformation. When he trained for the Navy SEALs, he wasn't the most gifted candidate. He wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the strongest, but he was willing to suffer longer than anyone else, and that made all the difference. During Hell Week, when others quit because of exhaustion and cold, Goggins discovered a hidden reservoir inside himself. He realized that when the mind screams to quit, it is often only at a fraction of its capacity. That is where the 40% rule was born. When you think you are done, you are only at 40%. That remaining 60% is locked behind pain, fear, and self-doubt. And the only key that unlocks it is relentless persistence. The world conditions you to seek comfort, soft beds, easy entertainment, instant gratification, quick rewards. But those things slowly weaken your resilience. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you reinforce weakness. Every time you choose challenge over comfort, you reinforce strength. Discipline is not glamorous. It is quiet. It is repetitive. It is boring. It is waking up early when nobody is watching. It is doing extra reps when nobody is counting. It is studying longer when your brain feels tired. It is running one more mile when your legs burn. These small moments accumulate. They build mental calluses. Just like your hands develop calluses from physical labor, your mind develops calluses from enduring hardship. Over time, what once felt impossible becomes normal. Pain becomes familiar. Pressure becomes manageable. Fear becomes fuel. Goggins didn't stop after becoming a Navy SEAL. He pushed further into ultramarathons, extreme endurance races, and world record pull-up attempts. Not because he needed fame, not because he needed validation, but because he was addicted to growth. He was addicted to finding his true limit and then pushing beyond it. He teaches that you must build a relationship with discomfort. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Every hardship carries a lesson. Every failure carries information. Every setback carries strength disguised as struggle. The problem is most people never stay long enough in the struggle to receive the lesson. They quit too early. They retreat too quickly. They negotiate with weakness. The moment something becomes hard, They search for escape. But if you want to become uncommon, you must do what is uncomfortable repeatedly. You must become comfortable being uncomfortable. That is the foundation of mental toughness. And mental toughness is the ultimate advantage. Talent can fail, luck can disappear, circumstances can change, but a disciplined mind remains stable. When chaos hits, a trained mind doesn't panic. It adapts. It executes. It persists. Your identity is shaped by your daily habits. If you constantly avoid difficulty, you build an identity of avoidance. If you attack difficulty, you build an identity of courage. Goggins emphasizes radical accountability. No blaming parents, no blaming society, no blaming bad luck. Even if circumstances were unfair, your response is still your responsibility. That mindset gives you power, because if you are responsible, you are also in control. Control over your effort, control over your attitude, control over your discipline. You may not control outcomes, but you always control effort, and sustained effort compounds. One extra rep today seems small, one early morning seems small, one disciplined decision seems small, but multiplied over months and years, those small decisions create a completely different person, a stronger person, a sharper person, a more resilient person. At some point, you stop chasing motivation and start building identity. You are no longer someone who tries. You are someone who does. You are no longer someone who hopes. You are someone who executes. That shift is powerful because identity drives behavior. If you see yourself as weak, you act weak. If you see yourself as disciplined, you act disciplined. So build the identity intentionally. Earn it through action. Earn it through suffering. Earn it through consistency. The world will not hand you greatness. It will test you for it. It will pressure you for it. It will demand sacrifice for it. And only those who endure will receive it. When your body says stop, smile. When your mind says quit, push. When life feels unfair, train harder. Because adversity is not your enemy. It is your advantage. The version of you that can handle pain without breaking is the version that wins. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to carry you. You must carry yourself. You must push yourself. You must discipline yourself. That responsibility is heavy, but it is also empowering because it means your future is not random. It is built rep by rep, mile by mile, choice by choice. Embrace discomfort, build mental calluses, refuse to negotiate with weakness, refuse to be average. Train your mind daily, attack your fears directly, and when the world tries to make you soft, remind yourself who you are becoming. Stay relentless, stay accountable, stay disciplined, stay hard.